News, fire test. I am Steve McMurray. Gary has the day off.
And I'm Eric Agin for Hannah this morning.
So Hannah's off. So we didn't get that.
Yeah, a whole new show today.
We didn't get that memo, so we'll have to change the open. But, Hannah and Gary, enjoy your extended weekend. Let's get you started with the check of the Storm Tracker 2 forecast for the start of the work week. And looks pretty nice throughout the week. I don't want to jinx it, but boy, we're looking okay.
Oh, yeah. We've got early summer arriving for this week. Sunshine, 60s, 70s, possibly 80s by the end of the week. So it'll be a very warm and sunny week.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. In fact, starting out this morning, it's on the chilly side in the 20s across the area. In fact, 27 degrees checking in Griffiths Park in Rome. Gradually warming up again into the 30s and 40s by the early afternoon. Live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, looking at quiet conditions for today, and this will be the main story at least for the next several days. Only very low chances of rain showers as we head into Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So again, a beautiful day today. Quiet weather expected for the majority of the week, and again, a big warm-up is expected later on this week with high temperatures reaching the 70s and possibly 80s. And for today, plenty of sunshine in the forecast, warming up into the 50s by noon, 60s by the evening. And we're talking about even warmer temperatures as well as even more sunshine throughout the week. We'll get that full forecast is coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, so we went from April to July, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, we are tracking breaking news for you from overnight.
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. As the days get longer, we're going to have to talk about more about the UV index. We head into at least the next couple of months. Now, for today, though, lots of sunshine, but thankfully the UV index is a level 6 out of 10, so only a moderate chance of seeing a higher chance of seeing some extra sunshine in terms of burning levels. Now, when it comes to our 4-day forecast for winds, this will be the least windy day of the week. Winds pick up tomorrow, especially as a front begins to move in from the northwest, and breezy conditions do continue between Wednesday and Thursday of this week. And as rain chances continue throughout the middle of this week, again, today is looking completely dry, not a single chance of rain showers. Tuesday night and into Wednesday, a weak cold front moves into our area, but thankfully due to all the dry air in the surface, a lot of this rain is not expected to reach the ground, but into Tuesday and Wednesday, those rain chances go right back down to zero again as warmer temperatures and lots of sunshine return by Thursday. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. Worshipping after destruction.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Easter weekend, and the weather's looking very nice this week with temperatures today in the 60s and gradually warming up into the 70s and possibly 80s by the end of the work week. Let's take a live look outside. Our Mountain Ice camera overlooking Cooper, or at least overlooking Oneonta right now, and just looking at quiet conditions across the area with high-level clouds moving throughout most of central New York. And a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, looking at quiet conditions across central New York once more. And again, this looks to remain dry, at least for the radar, at least until tonight and even into tomorrow, as a very low chances of rain showers begin to arrive by late Tuesday evening. Looking at today's high temperatures, North Country still looks to remain in the upper 50s for highs today. 58 degrees Eagle Bay, over 57 in Atwell, 58 degrees in Ohio. As we move further south, warmer temperatures begin to arrive. 61 for Utica, 61 for Little Falls, 60 for Jordansville, 61 for Van Hornsville, and 60 degrees for Cedarville. Southern Valley still could be seeing these 60-degree temperatures too today, with 60 in Lawrence, 60 in Hartwick, 61 in New Berlin, and 60 over in Unadilla Forks. Now, this will be more of a warmer heat today as the sun is going to be fully shining and winds will be on the weaker side, so definitely a very nice day for your Monday. Now, thin clouds begin to develop overnight, and we could be seeing, because of those high-level clouds, a nice sunrise for your Tuesday morning. However, winds begin to pick up, so it won't be as pleasant as today, but slightly warmer with temperatures still in the 60s. Now, as we get into Wednesday, this cold front that brings in the possibility of a few rain showers Tuesday night into Wednesday. Again, very little chance for rain, but the chance is there. A stationary front develops and a temperature change is possible, especially with a 60-degree high. It could be in the low 60s if that front is south of us, or in the upper 60s, even low 70s if the front is north of us. We'll keep you posted throughout the week on the expected positioning of this front. We do warm up, though, heading to Thursday and Friday, 70s with breezy conditions and even 80s possible on Friday, largely depending on how much sunshine we do get throughout the day. So back to the near term for your Skycast this morning. Temperatures still hovering right around freezing, warming up into the 50s by noon, 60s by the evening. A very, very nice Monday. Cooling down into the 40s and 30s overnight. Not as chilly as this past night for your Tuesday morning. And increasing clouds, partly sunny skies across the area. And heading to Tuesday afternoon, a very, very low chance of rain showers. But again, the chance is there as that cold front pushes through. And looking at temperatures cooling down only into the 50s and 40s by Wednesday morning. Those lingering showers, if any, look to come to an end by Wednesday afternoon. Back up into the 60s by Wednesday evening. So for today, high of 62, plenty of sunshine. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, I am loving the look of this right here. It's temperatures in the 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Windy conditions are in the forecast, at least for those days as well, but warming up into the mid to upper 70s by Thursday and Friday. I'm looking forward to this right here.
Look at Saturday, 81, the whole week. Wow, I mean, a little bit of breeze, but...
And we have some rain chances later on Saturday and into Sunday, but again, it's still too far out to tell. But at least the good forecast here is not really any rain showers for the next 5 or 6 days.
No, but one word of caution with that New York State burn ban is still in effect.
Yes, so dry air, so be careful if you, avoid burning.
Yeah. Exactly, be careful of that. But other than that, wow. Well, that
gorgeous weather.
Looks unbelievable. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, the time is 5:22. McMurray in for Gary, who has the day off.
And I'm Eric Gage, and for Hannah, who also has a day off.
So again, we did not get that memo, but we're here. We're here for you, and those guys are enjoying a little extended weekend, which they deserve. So, but they're missing some beautiful weather.
Yeah, they're getting some good news with the weather for at least for this week. Today, starting out on the chilly side, it's below freezing right now, but we do warm up above freezing and eventually the 60s by the afternoon. Let's take a look at the temperatures across the area this morning. 27 degrees still at Griffith Park in Rome. Warmer temperatures begin to move in throughout the day today. So again, clear skies right now, sunshine expected for the majority, in fact, all of today. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar looking at dry conditions across central New York. Our weather headlines, again, a beautiful day today, as though on the chilly side, again, warming up into the 60s by the afternoon. Quiet weather expected for the majority of the week with still sunshine for most of the days as well. And also a big warm up late this week, especially by Thursday and Friday. Could be hitting the 60s or even the 70s, even possibly the 80s by Friday and Saturday. But for today, though, lots of sunshine. In fact, mostly all sunshine. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. We're talking what to expect for your week ahead coming up. Back over to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. Don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. The battle over abortion.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. It's looking more and more like grill season. It's looking to be at least the perfect week to dust off your grill and enjoy the nice weather with some cookouts. And at least for today, looking to be a great day for it with temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Not a lot of wind and lots of sunshine. But with the burn ban in effect due to the dry grass as well as the dry air, just keep in mind the possibility of fires spreading. Just be careful of that, especially as we head into the middle of April. We're still looking at dry conditions throughout this week. Now, a live look at temperatures across the area, still in the 20s, below freezing this morning, but we do warm up into the 30s, 40s, and eventually the 50s and 60s by the afternoon. So you're looking at 29 degrees in Whitesboro, 22 over in Inlet, 25 in Cooperstown, and 28 degrees over in Earlville. And again, the weather this week is looking very warm, into the 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, up into the 70s and possibly 80s by Thursday and Friday. It's looking to be a very warm week. Towards the end of the week, also above average temperatures expected, almost near record breaking as we head into the end of the week. Now for today, though, highs in the 60s, lots of sunshine. We're tracking what to expect for the week ahead coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. The 27th...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. This morning is looking on the chilly side with temperatures in the 20s and 30s, warming up into the 50s and 60s by the afternoon with lots of sunny skies across the area. Let's take a live look outside from our next to center camera, and the sunrise with the clear skies right now, 6:27 in this, at least for this morning. Sunset 7:37 this evening. Daylight length 13, just went over 13 hours. So we have over 2 hours and 50 minutes more than what we had at least in the middle of December. And a live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, looking at dry weather across central New York, and things look to remain dry for the most part for the entire week, aside from at least Tuesday night and into Wednesday. And in fact, today's high temperatures, still North Country misses out on a lot of the, at least on the 60-degree temperatures, 58 degrees in Eagle Bay, 58 degrees expected in Crete Lake, as well as 57 in Hoffmeister. As you head into the Mohawk Valley and Southern Valleys, seeing the warmer temperatures, especially further south, 61 Herkimer, 59 Newport, 60 degrees for Jordansville for the highs. Southern Valley still looking at temperatures 60s across the board for your high temperature today. It's going to be a warm 62 with lots of sunshine and very low humidity, as well as a very light breeze. Clouds begin to develop overnight into early Tuesday morning. Could be seeing a very nice, colorful sunrise with high-level clouds. We'll keep you posted at least for tonight as well as tomorrow morning on that. However, winds do begin to pick up for Tuesday, so enjoy the lack of winds for today. But temperatures still remain in the 60s, a little bit warmer compared to today for Tuesday. As we head into Wednesday, a stationary front begins to develop, and this will determine how much, at least, clouds cover we get, as well as how warm we get with temperatures if that front remains north of us in the upper 60s to lower 70s. If the front remains south of us, looking at temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. But a warm-up is expected regardless by Thursday and Friday, hitting the 70s for both days, even possibly the 80s on Friday, largely dependent on how much sunshine we see throughout the day. So back to the near term, at least for your morning and afternoon, looking on the chilly side, but we're warming up into the 40s and eventually the 50s by noon. Reaching the 60s by the evening. Still lots of sunshine today. Going to be a very nice day to even have a cookout, at least for the first part, for those of you celebrating spring break, at least for the most part today. For your Skycast tonight, 6:30 into 7:30 this tomorrow morning, increasing clouds, partly cloudy to partly sunny skies. By Tuesday evening to Tuesday early Wednesday morning, cold front pushes through, bringing in a brief chance for some rain showers. Again, the chances for rain showers are low, but still there. But we do dry out as we head into Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. So for today, high 62 degrees, lots of sunshine. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, we're talking about almost summer-like temperatures for the next several days. Windy conditions Tuesday, breezy conditions Wednesday and Thursday, warming up into the 60s for Wednesday, and even 70s and possibly 80s by the weekend. So definitely even possibly record-breaking temperatures by the end of the week, but I'm looking forward to the sunshine too.
That is amazing, and it wasn't that long that we had long ago, we had snow flurries in the air. So
I don't mean the bearer of bad news, but after Sunday and into Monday, we got that cold front comes through. There is a very small chance of snow after this, so it's still early on. So we can't get rid of the four-letter word just yet, but enjoy the warm while we have it.
Listen, take credit for it, because when the snow comes, they're going to blame you. So take credit for the sun while we can. Thanks a lot, Eric. Well, this time now is Five has the day off.
And I'm Eric Gage, and for Hannah, Hannah also has a day off too. So.
All right, so they extended their weekend,
Yeah.
so we are here for you. Some of you are on spring break, many of you are on spring break, but we are not, so we are here for you today, and we hope you enjoy the replacements.
Yeah, and how about great weather too? I
Yeah.
came in and here comes the great weather too, so I'll try to take the credit for that.
Absolutely. Listen, when it snows, it's your fault.
Yep.
When it's bad weather, it's your fault. So take credit for it. We always used to tease Sam Wessing that every time Sam would fill in, we get a severe storm. So you're in filling in for Hannah, so the good weather's your
And it's starting on the chilly side this morning. Temperatures in the 20s. In fact, look at the temperatures across the area this morning. 26 degrees, cooled down a degree from an hour ago, over measured at Rome. 18 degrees for those up in the Adirondacks near Saranac Lakes. Definitely a big difference in temperatures. Above freezing down in Binghamton, so those warmer temperatures do begin to warm up as we head into the next several hours. A live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, looking at dry weather across central New York this morning. And our weather headlines, a beautiful day is expected for today with lots of sunshine. Quiet weather is expected for the majority of the week too as well, only for the brief chance of rain for Tuesday night and into Wednesday. But again, a big warm-up is expected later on this week, reaching the 70s and possibly record-setting 80-degree temperatures as we head into Friday and Saturday. Before today though, warming up from the 30s up into the 50s and 60s. Again, lots of sunshine, a very beautiful early to mid-spring day. And we're talking about what to expect for the week ahead coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. We are tracking breaking news from overnight, a late night.
The Oneonta Cam is brought to you by Mountain Ice Paint Gel.
Welcome back. In case you missed it this weekend, talking about a solar eclipse, not just any solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse. Now, this will happen around a year from now, April 8th, 2024. Now, the reason why this is not a typical setup is because the actual place of totality where the sun is completely blacked out moves directly over central New York. This is a very rare event, and as this pushes over an area on April 8th, even those of us in the Mohawk Valley and south still see partially covered sun. But again, this is a very rare event because the next total solar eclipse will actually happen south of our area in 2079. But after that, no more solar eclipses in New York State for the next century. So keep your calendars marked for April 8th, 2024 as this moves through on a Monday. Now, taking a look at what to expect for the week ahead. For rainfall, again today, lots of sunshine, looking at dry weather. As we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a very low chance for rain, mainly Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So the days are looking dry for Tuesday as well as Wednesday, and things dry out once more for Thursday as a big warm-up is expected with high temperatures reaching the 70s and possibly the 80s by Friday. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. Worshiping after destruction. Number
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and welcome back. Hope everyone had a fantastic Easter weekend with lots of sunshine. The sunshine does continue today with slightly warmer temperatures and a beautiful day across the area. Let's take a live look outside. Our Mountain Ice camera overlooking the City of the Hills, the city of Oneonta. Sunrise just under 10 minutes away, and looking to be a beautiful sunrise with a beautiful day across central New York. And a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar looking at dry conditions across central New York, and things look to remain dry for the near term, at least for the remainder of this week, with a very low chance of rain showers Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Skywatch checking in the 20s for most of us, 28 degrees in New Hartford at 24, checking in Clinton. Some of the valleys, temperatures ranging in the 20s, 22 in Emerson, 23 in Morris, 24 degrees in Lawrence, 25 in West Lawrence, 28 in Westford, 26 in Milford, and 26 degrees as well over in Cooperstown. But those cooler temperatures don't last too long. Up into the upper 50s to lower 60s for the highs for today. Lots of sunshine. Thin clouds begin to develop overnight, making way for possibly a very nice and colorful sunrise tomorrow morning. However, winds do pick up, so it's not going to be as nice as today for your Tuesday, but all along with that too, the mild conditions do continue with high temperatures in the 60s. Now, as that front brings in some clouds, it becomes stationary on Wednesday. The chance for the stationary front to develop directly over our area, and that means that temperature fluctuations could be in the range of 10 to 20 degrees, depending on the positioning of that front. So if that front is north of us, where the warm air moves up into our area, we're talking about high temperatures in the 70s. If not, looking at high temperatures in the 60s for Wednesday. But regardless, we do warm up into Thursday and Friday with a warm-up breezy conditions for your Thursday. Lots of sunshine as well. And for Friday, depending on how much sunshine we see with the clouds, we could be reaching 80 degrees for the highs and at the end of the week. Now, back to the near term for our Skycast. Again, chilly start this morning, warming up into the 50s by noon, into the 60s by the evening. A beautiful spring day across central New York with lots of sunshine. Heading tonight, increasing clouds, partly sunny to partly cloudy skies for tomorrow morning to tomorrow afternoon. Starting out a little bit more mild in the upper 30s to lower 40s. With looking at mostly dry weather, but as we head into Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening, we're talking about a weak cold front producing a very low chance of some rain showers. This looks to move in overnight, so even if it doesn't produce any rain showers, not looking to at least impact your morning or evening commute. Now, this does move through over into Tuesday and Wednesday, and by Wednesday afternoon, looking at temperatures in the 60s with, again, lots of sunshine. So for today, high 62 degrees, plenty of sunshine across central New York. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, we're looking at those warmer temperatures throughout the week. Early summer, it feels like, at least for the near term. Windy conditions Tuesday, breezy Wednesday and Thursday, warming up into the 60s, 70s, and possibly 80s. So looking at, again, just beautiful stretch of weather for the next 7 days. I'm looking forward to this.
Unbelievable. So it's in the 20s right now, or when we woke up this
Yeah.
morning, in the 20s, and then it might get to 80 by the end of the week. Welcome to April in central New York, right?
New York weather.
It is what it is. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, be sure to like us on Facebook. I'm Steve McMurray. Gary has the day off.
I'm Eric Gage, and for Hannah, who also has a day off too. So,
Right.
A whole new show today.
Exactly. Don't adjust your sets, but it is a great day, and so enjoy, Gary and Hannah, your 3-day weekend. But boy, take credit for what we're about to have this week.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
outstanding.
take credit for that too, because we got sunshine, 70s, 80s. It's almost a summer-like week for this week too.
Right,
so I'm
and
looking
you
forward
know,
to
it's
that.
20-something right now. It'll be 80 by the end of the week. Like we said, welcome to April in
Yep.
central New York.
Central New York weather is crazy. Let's take a look at what temperatures are this morning. In the 20s across the area, 28 degrees in Whitesboro, 26 in Westmoreland. Up towards North Country, 22 in Inlet and Big Moose. Out towards Dollarville, 25 degrees. Southern Valley's temperatures in the 20s as well, 26 degrees. Checking in Cooperstown, 23 in Skenevis, 25 over in Hamilton, and at 25 degrees further south in Unadilla. And things looking quiet on Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. And for the story today, a very beautiful day with lots of sunshine across the board. Quiet weather is expected for the majority of the week, aside from a very brief chance of some rain showers Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. And also along with that too, we mentioned before, a big warm up late this week, talking about highs reaching the 70s and possibly 80s, near record-setting temperatures for this time of year. But for today, though, highs in the 60s, again, starting on the chilly side, but lots of sunshine today. A beautiful spring day across central New York. We'll also talk about what to expect for the week ahead in detail coming up. Back over to you.
All right, Eric, thanks. And don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Well, the battle over abortion.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. It's shaping out to be a fantastic week for outdoor grilling, especially for today with temperatures warming up into the 50s and 60s. Lots of sunshine for those of you in the North Country, Mohawk Valley, and Southern Valleys. Again, a great day to do some outdoor grilling. Just keep in mind, with the burn ban in effect, dry grass, dry air, there's a concern for some brush fires along with that too. Just keep in mind that if you are grilling outside, at least for the near future. Now, live look at temperatures across central New York, still hovering in the upper 20s to lower 30s for most of us. Still a chilly start. We do warm up into the 50s and possibly the 60s by this afternoon. And also taking a look at the week ahead, temperatures continue to warm up. So we're reaching the mid 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday, into the upper 70s with a big warm up Thursday and into Friday. We could be reaching the 80-degree mark as we continue into Friday and Saturday this week. So again, a very warm and beautiful week ahead of us for central New York. And again, today, temperatures reaching the mid-60s, at least the lower to mid-60s, with lots of sunshine across central New York. We're talking about what to expect in detail for the week ahead coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. 11 students will be.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
A chilly start to your Monday morning with clear skies and sunshine expected throughout the day, with high temperatures reaching the 50s and even the 60s by this evening. Here's a look at the time lapse of this morning's sunrise over Oneonta by our Mountain Ice Pain Relief Gel camera. And again, clear skies across the board, making way for a very gorgeous sunrise across central New York. And taking a live look at Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, looking at dry conditions across most of the area, and that will continue for the remainder of today as well as the near future. Only real somewhat chance of seeing rain showers looks to arrive Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So looking at dry conditions for the daytime for a lot of our area. Temperatures checking in this morning in the 20s in the Mohawk Valley, 28 in New Hartford, 24 degrees in Clinton, Southern Valleys. More temperatures here, 26 in Cooperstown, 28 degrees in Westford, 26 in Milford, 22 in Evanston, and 23 in Morris, 24 in Lawrence, and 25 degrees checking in West Lawrence. Now, although it's a chilly start, we do warm up into the 60s for highs for today, mainly in the 50s for higher elevations, however. But it'll be a warm 60 degrees with lots of sunshine and, again, very low humidity as well as low winds. Now, Thin clouds develop overnight, could make way for a very nice sunrise, a colorful sunrise tomorrow, depending on the cloud cover. We'll give you updates tonight as well as tomorrow morning on that sunrise quality. But also with that too comes the wind from a cold front. So 60 degrees for the highs tomorrow. 60s possible for Wednesday, but that cold front becomes stationary, and that determines how warm we get for Wednesday. So looking at highs in the 60s and 70s. If that stationary front remains north of us, or if the front moves south of us and the cold air moves in, we're talking about highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s. But regardless, we do warm up into the 70s by Thursday and Friday with lots of sunshine, breezy conditions, and even 80 degrees possible Friday evening, as we do expect some sunshine to warm up those days. Now, take a look at our skycast for the near future. A chilly start this morning, warming up into the 40s and 50s, eventually the 60s by this evening. Again, lots of sunshine, a very beautiful day expected for today. Increasing clouds overnight, looking at partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies for early morning hours tomorrow. By 6:30 in the morning, mild conditions relatively in upper 30s to lower 40s. And looking at partly cloudy skies throughout the day, but as you head into tomorrow evening, looking at increasing rain chances, but the chances there are very low. And that looks to come to an end by early Wednesday morning, and looking at mostly dry conditions as we head into Wednesday afternoon. So along with that too, looking at quiet weather for the most part for the remainder of this week. So for today, high of 62 degrees, lots of sunshine, increasing clouds tonight, low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, I mentioned before that warm-up is arriving. So windy conditions for Tuesday, breezy for Wednesday and Thursday. But regardless, those windy and breezy conditions won't matter too much with those temperatures. 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, it's 70s for Thursday and Friday, and possibly 80s for Saturday. So looking ahead for the next 7 days, a very warm and summer-like stretch of weather.
Absolutely. It looks like July.
It really
not
does,
April.
honestly.
Insane, huh? Well,
almost record-setting temperatures, too, for the end of, at least for April standards, for Friday and Saturday. So.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll keep an eye on that. Thanks a lot, Eric. Well, unwanted house guests.
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Steve McMurray. Gary has the day off.
And I'm Eric Gage. Hannah has a day off, too, so definitely a whole new show today.
Exactly, but a nice 3-day weekend for those folks, for Gary and Hannah, so enjoy it. And Eric and I will take you through the next half hour. Start with a look at the forecast. Looks great.
Yeah, and a great forecast. Looking at temperatures today on the chilly side this morning in the 20s, but warming up into the 50s and eventually 60s by this afternoon. And in fact, look at local temperatures still clinging on to the below freezing temps across New York State. 23 up in Big Moose, 26 degrees in Westmoreland, and 28 degrees in Whitesboro. Heading further south, still looking at chilly temperatures, 26 in Cooperstown, 22 in Sherburne, 23 degrees in Skenevis, and 25 down in Unadilla. And a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot for the radar, looking at dry conditions across central New York. And as ended today, again, a beautiful day expected with lots of sunshine. Quiet weather is expected for the majority of this week as well, besides a very low chance of rain showers Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. And once again, a big warm-up is expected later on this week with highs reaching the 70s, even 80s as we head into Friday and Saturday. But for today, though, again, a chilly start, but warming up into the 60s with lots of sunshine, a beautiful day across central New York. We're talking in detail what to expect for the week ahead coming up. Back to you, Steve.
All right, Eric, thanks. We are tracking breaking news from overnight.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Welcome back and happy Monday, and a chilly start for your Monday morning with temperatures ranging in the 20s and 30s, but we do warm up into the 50s and 60s by this afternoon. Let's take a live look outside our Cavey Tower camera, a beautiful view of the Mohawk Valley in the city of Utica right now, gorgeous blue skies. Although it is on the chilly side, notice the trees are slowly starting to bud right now. Still a couple of weeks away, but still looking forward to seeing the blooming happening in the next couple of weeks. Live look at Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot the radar, looking at dry conditions across central New York, and things look to remain dry at least for the near future, at least until Tuesday night and into Wednesday, with the possibility of a weak front producing some light rain showers. Now, again, a chilly start this morning in the 20s in the Mohawk Valley, 24 in Clinton, 28 degrees in New Hartford. Southern Valleys, similar conditions, temperatures in the 20s, 26 degrees in Cooperstown, 24 in Lawrence, 22 in Emerson, and 25 degrees down in West Lawrence. And the highs for today, Still, the North Country is missing out on the 60-degree temperatures. We could be seeing highs in the mid to upper 50s. 58 Ohio, 59 degrees at Curtis Corners, 58 degrees inlet, and 57 degrees up in Beaver River. The Mohawk Valley and Southern Valleys, slightly warmer today in the lower 60s. 61 Herkimer, 61 Ilion, 61 in Utica, as well as 61 down in Secoit. Southern Valley's similar conditions in the 60s and 50s for most of the area. And in fact, the week ahead for today, sunny skies, gorgeous conditions, thin clouds begin to develop overnight. Could make way for a nice sunrise for your Tuesday morning, but winds do pick up. However, the 60-degree mild conditions do continue for at least the middle of the week. But as we get into Wednesday, that front that brings those clouds becomes stationary, and we could be talking about a difference in around 20 degrees in terms of temperature difference for Wednesday afternoon. If the front remains north of us, we're talking about warmer temperatures in the 60s and 70s. If it remains south of us, we're looking at highs only in the 50s and 60s. So again, regardless, the warmer temperatures continue for Thursday and Friday into the 70s and possibly 80s on Friday, depending on how much cloud cover we see throughout the day. So back to the near term again today, a chilly start this morning, lots of sunshine, warming up into the 50s and then 60s by this afternoon. Heading in tonight, increasing clouds make way for partly cloudy skies to partly sunny skies for your Tuesday morning to Tuesday afternoon. Heading into Tuesday evening, a cold front moves through, bringing in a very low chance of some rain showers due to the dry air near the surface. A lot of that rain is not expected to reach the ground. By 6 a.m. Wednesday, some brief light rain showers possible, warming up into the 60s again for Wednesday afternoon, and sunshine makes way for the remainder of your Wednesday. So for today, high of 62 degrees, lots of sunshine, increasing clouds tonight, a low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, warming up into the 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday, breezy conditions as well, lots of sunshine across the board, reaching the 70s and possibly 80s by Friday and Saturday of this week.
We're going to get a first look at your forecast. Sunny skies out across the region.
Yes, that's right. Sunshine across the board. In fact, cloudless skies for most of us too. And although we started out on the chilly side below freezing, we were quickly warming up. Let's take a live look across the state on the New York State Mesonet cameras. And as you can see, just blue skies across the board. And for some of us, we're also seeing very faint hints of budding on some of the trees. So definitely looking forward to seeing some of those blooming of flowers within the next couple of weeks. Local temperatures still in the 40s in North Country, in the 50s in the Mohawk Valley, 55 in Westmoreland, 53 degrees in Whitesboro. Further south, still in the 50s, 53 in Cooperstown, 54 in Norwich, and 50 over in Skenevis. And again, a live look at Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Looking at quiet conditions across New York State for the time being. And again, a beautiful day expected today with highs reaching the low 60s. Plenty of sunshine, and the warmer temperatures continue to rise as we head into the middle of this week. Look at that full forecast is coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Eric. A late night house fire in
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon. Filling in for Hannah this noon, we are talking about warmer temperatures, lots of sunshine, and even possibly record-setting temperatures as we head into the end of this week. Let's take a live look outside. Our Cavity Tower camera overlooking the beautiful Mohawk Valley right now with the gorgeous blue skies across the area. And again, dry conditions are expected throughout the day today, and high temperatures will be warming up into the low 60s for those lower elevations. And a live look at Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Again, looking at quiet conditions across most, if not all, of central New York. In fact, I'm looking pretty giant on the radar right now, too, as well. Take a look at our yard work forecast, at least for the next couple of days, getting some spring cleaning done for today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Looking like perfect conditions to do that, although for Tuesday and Wednesday, looking to be somewhat breezy, especially with some rain showers arriving late Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. Along with that, too, talking about the wind speeds, and matter of fact, so today, looking like calm winds for the most part, with again lots of sunshine. Heading into Tuesday, it becomes more windy with increasing clouds throughout the afternoon, but not too bad in terms of cloud cover. Could see some plenty of sunshine, especially by the afternoon. By Wednesday and Thursday, again, breezy conditions still. And along with that, too, talking about rainfall chances. So again, dry conditions expected for today. Looking dry throughout most of Tuesday, but a weak cold front moves through Tuesday night and into Wednesday, bringing the possibility of a weak rain shower. But again, rain chances are very low, but not zero. But as you head into Thursday, that cold front moves through, the front moves out of the area, and we're talking about dry weather once more and even much more warmer temperatures in the 70s and possibly 80s by Friday. So our skycast again this morning on the chilly side, warming up around noontime down into, or at least up into the 50s. Again, lots of sunshine. Sun continues at least until this evening, warming up into the lower 60s for most of the area. Increasing clouds overnight, cooling down into the upper 30s to lower 40s, so not as chilly as this past night, but again, on the cooler side for most of the area. And again, partly cloudy to partly sunny skies for most of the area by Tuesday afternoon. Still slightly warmer, at least for tomorrow, but the winds will be somewhat stronger, between 10 and 20 mile per hour winds. And as we head into Tuesday evening, this cold front pushes through, and you're seeing a brief chance of a very light shower. We have dry air to the surface and a weak cold front. That spells a recipe for very, very weak rain, if any. Could be seeing maybe some light sprinkles heading into early Wednesday morning, but this is over and done with. As we head into Wednesday afternoon, even more sunshine is expected, with highs reaching the upper 60s, possibly 70s, depending on the positioning of that front. So for today, again, a high 62, lots of sunshine, increasing clouds tonight, a low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, looking ahead, very warm temperatures for the near future. Sunshine for Thursday and Friday, almost reaching 80 degrees, record setting for this time of year. Even on Saturday as well, highs in the 80s. And we're keeping an eye on a stronger cold front arriving later on Sunday, bringing those temperatures back down to more average in the 40s and 30s by Monday. Katrina?
Thank you so much. Aircast, once again, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Talking about sunshine and warmth, at least for the next 5 or so days. And again, today started out on the chilly side. We did see a very nice sunrise with clear skies across the board. In fact, here's a look at today's sunrise from our Mountain Ice Paint Leaf Gel camera overlooking the city of Oneonta. And again, clear skies across the board. You can see at least some of the smoke in some of the chimneys slowly coming to an end as temperatures gradually warm up. And seeing nothing but blue skies across the board. Local temperatures slowly creeping up into the upper 50s in the Mohawk Valley. Currently 57 degrees in Westmoreland, 56 over in Dollarville. And still in the Southern Valley, still looking at temperatures roughly in the mid to upper 50s for most of us as well. None of news, too, is the winds are calm today, and that's going to be at least a unique factor to today as we head into tomorrow and the next couple of days. Winds begin to pick up, so enjoy the light breeze and nice conditions today, as well as dry weather on our radar. And again today, highs reaching the low 60s, lots of sunshine and warmer temperatures expected throughout the middle of this week. Look at that full forecast is coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Eric. Escalating Middle East tension.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. We're tracking a beautiful day across Central New York for your Monday. Again, lots of sunshine, already warming up into the 50s right now, reaching the 60s by later on this afternoon. Let's take a live look outside in Cooperstown, Main Street in Cooperstown by Utica National Insurance Group camera. Again, sunshine across the board, as well as clear conditions and quiet conditions on a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 dot the radar. Looking at dry weather for the near future, and what that means is we're talking about perfect weather to actually go out and do some spring cleaning, as a matter of fact, for Monday, for today, as well as Tuesday and Wednesday, although it'll be on the windier side for Tuesday and breezy for Wednesday, but still looking at very nice temperatures in the 60s for all 3 of these days. And again, the wind speeds, as mentioned, calm winds for today, but the winds do pick up as you head into Tuesday. Windy conditions between wind speeds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. And then breezy conditions, slightly less windy for Wednesday and into Thursday. And with a rainfall outlook looking ahead, at least for the next couple of days, again, dry for today. Very low chance of rain showers overnight Tuesday and into Wednesday, but both Tuesday, at least for the day, as well as Wednesday for the day, is looking dry. And after that, Thursday is looking mostly sunny and even warming up into the mid-70s. So a very warm stretch of weather is expected for your week ahead. Now our skycast again started on the chilly side in the 20s this morning. However, we're warming up into the 50s right now at noon. reaching up into the 60s by this evening. Again, lots of sunshine. A beautiful evening is expected today. A great day, in fact, to go outside and do some grilling. If you haven't done that so just yet, dust off the grill. Enjoy some time outside with friends and family. Heading into tonight, increasing clouds, cooling down into the upper 30s to lower 40s, so not as cool as last night, but still on the cooler side. A cold front moves through as we head into Tuesday afternoon. Again, days looking dry with partly cloudy to partly sunny skies. The cold front rolls through overnight, bringing a very low chance of some rain showers. Again, you can see that move through just into early Wednesday morning. But by Wednesday afternoon, things dry up once more. We are warming up into the 60s by the evening with lots of sunshine. So definitely looking forward to a great warm week ahead. So for today, high of 62, lots of sunshine. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 37 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, enjoy these warmer temperatures the next 7 days. Windy for Tuesday, breezy for Wednesday and Thursday. Temps will bring up into the 60s to 70s by Thursday and Friday, even possibly reaching the 80s by Saturday, even into Sunday. And again, we're keeping an eye on the possibility of a stronger cold front rolling through into the weekend. That'll drop those temperatures back down into 30s, and we can't rule out the possibility of snow just yet. So enjoy the warm temperatures, at least for the next several days. Katrina?
Eric, we're not liking the news toward the weekend, but since it's nice out today, we'll let it slide. Worshippers after destruction.
The Weather Center and Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Beautiful weather today. The weather's going to be nice tomorrow, but the winds are going to be picking up. And because of that, we do have to be careful. No brush fires should be set at all. Remember, we have burn ban in effect until May 14th, but conditions tomorrow favor fires spreading. Because of that, the National Weather Service has a fire weather watch in effect for the Mohawk and Southern Valleys, again, due to the low relative humidity and the winds expected tomorrow afternoon. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry across the area. It turned out to be a lovely day. Lots of sunshine. 63 degrees is the current temperature. We have low humidity and a light wind. Our weather headlines, it'll cool off quickly tonight. Temperatures drop into the 30s. It's going to be windy tomorrow as a weak cold front approaches the area. But this is going to fall apart as it gets here, which means we've got a push of some even warmer weather in store as we head into later this week. It's sunny this evening. Temperatures will remain in the 50s to low 60s. Again, a lovely evening ahead. We're tracking some very warm weather here as we head into the end of the week. Going to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The City of Utica Youth Bureau.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A lovely day across central New York. The weather is going to warm up this week. It's going to be unseasonably warm. We'll taste the summer here by the end of the week and into the weekend. Let's take a look at the yard work forecast. It's a great time of the year to get your spring cleaning started. Pick up the trees, I should say the twigs, and also the brush. The weather's going to be perfect here for the next couple of days for that. Here's a time lapse of today. This is a look at our CATV Tower Cam, and not much has changed here. The skies have remained clear throughout the entire day. We will see some extra cloud cover tomorrow, but a reminder that on sunny days like today, you're going to have to start wearing sunscreen, otherwise you're going to burn. The sun angle is getting higher and higher, and it's getting stronger. The UV index tomorrow is at a 5. Some extra clouds keeping it from being as high as it was today. Also a reminder, too, we have that burn ban in effect until May 14th. The weather tomorrow favors brush fire spreading, the combination of wind and very low humidity. Any brush fires could easily spread on a day like tomorrow. And the winds tomorrow afternoon will pick up. We'll see wind gusts between about 30 to 35 miles an hour. So it will be a windy day tomorrow and about as warm as it was today. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's looking dry across the area. Temperatures are warm. Whitesboro 63 degrees, Dolgeville 64, Inlet 61. Across Southern Valleys, Cooperstown 65, Hamilton 63, and Sherburne checking in with 69. Great weather to take the dog out for a walk this evening. You'll have daylight until about 7:45, and temperatures will be in the 50s. Tonight's featured dog is Diesel from Coldbrook. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. A weak disturbance drops in from the north tomorrow, and that's the only thing that is going to cause weather in our area. In the case of this, it's going to bring us a few extra clouds. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. Overnight lows drop into the upper 30s. We'll stay away from frost for most of us. Tomorrow, a windy day. Partly sunny skies. Temperatures climb into the upper 60s. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy skies. A sprinkle is possible as a very weak disturbance rolls through, but we're not expecting much here. Wednesday morning, we start out with mostly cloudy skies and we'll finish with sunshine. Temperatures Wednesday afternoon climb into the upper 60s. It looks less windy on Wednesday compared to tomorrow. Increasing clouds tonight down to 37 degrees. Tomorrow, looking at a mix of sunshine and clouds, a windy afternoon, and a high of 69. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Wednesday, 69 degrees. It's breezy. It is warm as we head into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Temperatures will be pushing the upper 70s. Even 80 is not off the table if we get enough sunshine. Strong cold front here Sunday, and back to reality. Cool on Monday with some rain, temperatures in the 50s. And coming up in the next half hour, we're talking about how strong the sun is this time of the year.
I know, I'm seeing a little color in your face.
Yeah, wear sunscreen.
We forgot to wear the sunscreen.
Yeah.
Real quick, you did talk about the burn ban. On the fire scanners all day today, I was hearing various calls for small brush fires. I mean, really, that stays in effect. It is dry right now.
Very dry. It's going to get worse tomorrow with the wind.
All right, so be careful out there.
All right, going on right now until 7 o'clock.
Meteorologist Bill Cardis to talk about sunset.
Yeah, the days continue to get longer and longer. Now we're getting closer to the 8 o'clock sunset. So over the next couple of weeks, we will get more and more twilight at 8 o'clock. Today's sunset is 7:37. Next week it'll be 7:45. It gets close to 8 o'clock by the end of April. And again, we'll continue to add more and more daylight here, both in the beginning and the end of the day. Also, too, as the sun angle gets higher, the sun gets stronger compared to solar noon on December 21st. That was the winter solstice. The sun angle is almost double in terms of its angle. And that also means it's producing double the amount of energy here at our latitude this time of the year compared to what it was doing on December 23rd at solar noon. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry and it will stay dry this evening. Sunny skies, temperatures in the 50s. The winds pick up tomorrow and the weather gets a lot warmer, especially towards the end of the week. I'm tracking the temperature trend coming up. Back over to you.
300 spots remain in the Boy.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
A lovely day across central New York. Plenty of sunshine. We are going to hold on to warm weather this week. The weather is going to continue to warm up. We're also tracking the wind, too. Let's take a look at the wind. It picks up tomorrow, and with the wind and low relative humidity, we have a higher risk for brush fire spread tomorrow. And because of that, the National Weather Service has a fire weather watch in effect. A reminder that a New York State burn ban remains in effect until May 14th. But it's days like tomorrow in particular that brush fires spread rapidly. The breeze will be around for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But again, tomorrow looks to be the windiest day of the week. Wind gusts tomorrow between about 30 to 35 miles an hour in the afternoon. Time lapse of downtown Utica today, and you can see that skies have been completely sunny throughout the entire day. We're getting into that time of the year. We're seeing more sunshine and warmer weather, and we are looking at temperatures way ahead of schedule. It is dry out there this evening. As a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The temperature trend is looking way up. Our average high is 54 degrees, and we are going to be way above that line throughout this week. We'll be in the upper 60s tomorrow and Wednesday, and then look at the end of the week. We're pushing 80 degrees Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the equivalent of a heat wave for springtime, although it's not going to be all that hot. It will be about more than 20 degrees above average. And we will see overnight lows in the low 50s. So our overnight lows will be pretty close to the average high temperature for this time of the year. Norway, 63 degrees. Old Forge, 60. Jeff and Mohawk checking in with 64. A lovely day across the Southern Valleys. Edmonston, 61. Westford, Dave checking in with 58. Paynes Hollow, 66 degrees. We've got high pressure in control of our weather today. There will be a weak disturbance dropping in from the north tomorrow. It brings us a few extra clouds into the area tonight. We're down into the upper 30s. Tomorrow, a mix of sunshine and clouds. The winds kick up. Temperatures climb into the upper 60s. A very small risk of a passing shower tomorrow night and into early Wednesday as a weak disturbance arrives. Other than that, it looks to stay pleasant and warm. Wednesday afternoon, temperatures climb into the upper 60s. Clouds give way to plenty of sunshine. Increase in clouds tonight down to 37. Call it a mix of sunshine and clouds tomorrow, though more clouds than sun at times. Windy, a high of 69 degrees. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's breezy throughout the week, but the big story, the warm weather. We're into the upper 70s on Thursday, and we will stay warm throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. Plenty of sunshine Friday and Saturday. A strong cold front will be a game changer. That arrives on Sunday. Could be accompanied by some thunderstorms. Much cooler weather to follow on Monday. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're taking a look at how pollen responds to some of these warmer temperatures. Stay with us.
At 6. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A beautiful day across central New York. We'll get another one tomorrow, but this time the wind kicks up. And because of that, the National Weather Service has a fire weather watch in effect for the Mohawk and Southern Valleys. The combination of wind and very low relative humidity is a combination where brush fires could spread rapidly on days like tomorrow. And just a reminder, a burn ban remains in effect across New York State until May 14th, but it's days like tomorrow in particular that fires could spread very, very rapidly. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. It's turning out to be a lovely evening. Current temperature 63 degrees. Dew point's down to 30. Again, it's very dry outside. We'll cool off quickly tonight. Temperatures drop into the upper 30s. It turns windy tomorrow and much warmer as we head throughout the week, especially into the end of the week and the weekend. It's going to feel more like late spring, maybe even early summer. Sunny skies this evening, temperatures in the 50s. Again, tracking much warmer weather ahead, and also how the pollen changes with all the warm weather coming, and that's coming up. Back over to you.
Hey, how about this, kids? Internet sensation.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
A lovely spring day across central New York. We will see more days like this going forward. Tomorrow will be a little bit different, though, with the wind picking up. Let's take a live look outside. This is our Utica National Tower Cam overlooking Cooperstown. The sun is shining brightly. 8 o'clock will eventually become daylight here as our sunset approaches 8 o'clock over the next several weeks. We will see brighter and brighter skies here at 8 o'clock. The sunset becomes after 8 o'clock in a few more weeks. It's towards the end of April when we see that happen. And again, we'll be looking forward to that. A reminder, tomorrow, with the winds picking up and the very low humidity, we have an elevated risk for brush fires spreading. And you want to be extra careful on days like tomorrow. That burn ban, again, remains in effect until May 14th. The winds pick up tomorrow. It's going to be a gusty day. Wind gusts between about 30 to 35 miles an hour. So again, a windy afternoon ahead. It'll start out calm, but again, the winds will be picking up throughout the course of the day. With warmer weather in our future, the pollen count starts to climb. In fact, it's going to be very high as we head throughout the course of this week. As warmer weather gets here and spring comes to life across the area, do expect higher levels of pollen in the air. Great weather to be outside if you don't suffer from allergies. We are looking at dry weather. Again, it's windy tomorrow, but if you're trying to get a jump start on some of the spring cleaning, I think the next several days will be decent outdoor weather to do that. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. West Leiden 59 degrees, Old Forge 60. Inlet, Eric checking in with 56. Barneveld 60 degrees. Across Southern Valleys, Edmonston, 61. Whitesboro, Kirsten with 61 degrees, and Helen and Cassville checking in with a windy 60. High pressure in control of our weather today. To the north we go. We have a disturbance that's rolling in. This will give us a few extra clouds during the day tomorrow, and it will also kick up the wind heading into tomorrow afternoon. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, partly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows drop into the upper 30s. A pleasant day tomorrow, more clouds than sun at times, but it will be warm. Temperatures climb into the upper 60s. The winds pick up in the afternoon. A very small chance for a passing shower tomorrow night and into early Wednesday. Again, a very weak disturbance in place, but this won't last for very long, and it doesn't amount to much. Temperatures Wednesday afternoon will climb into the upper 60s to near 70. Increase in clouds tonight down to 37. Tomorrow, a windy, warm day with a mix of sunshine and clouds, a high of 69. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It continues to warm up. We'll be in the upper 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, feeling like late spring. The weather stays warm into the weekend, but showers and storms return on Sunday, and it turns much cooler with temperatures in the 50s by Monday. Back over to you.
That is a spring break forecast you can't plan for.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Hey, we're live. Tonight we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. This is the time of year, speaking of fires, that things are very dry. And add to it tomorrow, you say wind is going to make it much worse, right?
Yeah, this is the type of weather that can really cause brush fires to spread rapidly. And because of that, the National Weather Service has a fire weather watch in effect for the Mohawk and Southern Valleys. Just a reminder, we have that burn ban until May 14th. And again, it's that combination of wind and low relative humidity that makes for pretty dangerous conditions out there. New York State does have a wildfire season. I know it's not the Midwest, or I should say the West Coast, where it's prolonged and really intense. But in the springtime, we do get this season, even though it's relatively short. It's when the leaves are not on the trees, the sun is out, the ground warms up really quickly and dries out. And again, you add wind to that, and it really does cause issues here tomorrow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. Our temperature has cooled off down to 44 degrees, clear skies, calm winds, and we'll see a few extra clouds tonight roll in. We're expecting overnight lows to drop into the upper 30s. A nice and warm day tomorrow, but again, a windy day. We're taking a look at even warmer weather in the extended outlook, and that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, vigils.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. The winds will be picking up as we head into the day tomorrow. It'll be a windy afternoon. We will be dealing with a breeze here throughout the rest of the week, and it's that wind that's going to cause the risk for fire spreading quickly, brush fire spreading, especially when we combine the wind with the low humidity. The winds pick up tomorrow during the afternoon, gusting as high as 30 to 35 miles an hour. Could see wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour at times. And again, that wind will be strongest in the late afternoon to early evening. The winds will be gradually dying down. This is a time lapse of the sunset this evening from our downtown camera on the Nexus Center. Clear skies across central New York, and it's just been an absolutely lovely day. And we are going to hold on to clear skies here for the next couple of days. A little bit more clouds tomorrow compared to today, but it should still be pretty nice. The nice weather is going to mean more pollen in the air. In fact, we're looking at some of the highest levels of pollen so far showing up this week. And it looks like we're going to be in the thick of this as the weather remains dry and very warm. But of course, it's also good weather to get out and take care of the yard. If you have any spring cleaning to do, raking the yard, cleaning up some of the dead sticks and leaves. Weather should be pretty good for that over the next couple of days. It's dry across the area this evening. Our temperature trend is looking sky high. Temperatures will average 20 degrees above average later this week. Our average high is in the mid-50s. We're going to blow that away over the next few days. We'll be in the upper 70s here by the end of the week. In fact, the overnight lows will be pretty close to the average high for this time of the year. Our skies remain mostly clear as high pressure is in control. We will be watching some clouds dropping in from the north. This is a very weak disturbance that will glance our area tomorrow. That's one of the things that's going to create some of that wind. Now we're looking at partly cloudy skies tonight, overnight lows in the upper 30s. Tomorrow, a mix of sunshine and clouds. Again, that disturbance nearby producing some wind. We might see a sprinkle with this tomorrow night into early Wednesday, but not really expecting more than that. Wednesday afternoon, clouds give way to sunshine. Should be a beautiful and warm day with temperatures in the upper 60s. Increasing clouds tonight down to 37. A mix of sunshine and clouds tomorrow. Windy and warm with a high of 69. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Beautiful weather here throughout the week. It warms up. We'll be in the upper 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday before a strong cold front arrives Sunday, bringing showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, and a big drop in the temperature as we look ahead to Monday. But this is definitely going to be causing spring fever. A lot of people are off this week, so it's like
what are the top weeks you could see this early in the spring?
Really? I mean, it doesn't get any better.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, did you get a look at the forecast? We bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, and I want to talk real quick because we heard a lot on the scanners tonight about grass fires here, grass fires there. Fortunately, they go out pretty quickly, but they can start even faster when wind comes along, correct?
Yeah, and I think the thing is, the past couple of days, the fires haven't spread rapidly because we haven't had much wind. Tomorrow is going to be a different story. Yeah, brush fires tomorrow. It could get out of hand a lot quicker. And because of that, the National Weather Service has a fire weather watch in effect for areas across the Mohawk and Southern valleys. And again, the combination here is the wind and the low humidity, and it's also the time of year. Believe it or not, New York does have a wildfire season. I know we don't think of New York as being a wildfire state, not like the West, but when we're in the springtime, we don't have the leaves on the trees and we have the strong sun and the ground dries up really quickly, fires can spread pretty easily, and we have an elevated risk for this during the day tomorrow. Again, the combination of the wind and the low humidity. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking dry, and our temperature is cooling off quickly. We're down into the low 40s, 43 at Griffiths and Rome, clear skies, light winds. Tonight, overnight lows drop down into the upper 30s under mostly clear skies. Tracking that wind tomorrow and some warm weather on the way. And look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, 5 people are dead.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Tracking some windy weather tomorrow. That'll be the windiest day of the week. Breezy conditions will continue Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but the winds tomorrow are expected to peak out between about 30 to 40 miles an hour in the afternoon time. So the winds start out calm early in the day, but a weather disturbance will be dropping in from the north, and that's going to kick up the wind. Again, the general wind directions from the northwest. And again, we could see gusts over 30 miles an hour for a good portion of the afternoon and early evening. This is a look at the time lapse of tonight's sunset from our downtown camera in Utica on the Nexus Center. An absolutely lovely, lovely day across the region with plenty of sunshine and spring definitely in the air. And it's also, what's also in the air is the pollen. The pollen count's going to be high over the next couple of days. As life returns to central New York, we'll see high levels of pollen in the air throughout the week. Plus, it's dry, which means the pollen really isn't going to go anywhere. We really need a rain to kind of wash out the levels and bring the pollen levels down. We're not going to see that anytime soon. It also means that the weather's nice to get out and enjoy the outdoors if you don't suffer from allergies, or maybe do some yard work. The weather looks great over the next couple of days. Really, the next 7 days, really not a whole lot of weather taking place until early next week. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, it's dry. Temperatures typically are around the mid-50s this time of the year, but we are going to be way above that throughout the week. We'll be in the upper 60s tomorrow and Wednesday. Look at this. We'll be in the upper 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's over 20 degrees above average. This would be the equivalent of a summer heat wave. Of course, it's in the springtime. Look at the overnight lows, too. We'll be in the low 50s at night, which is close to the average high. It just goes to show you how warm, unusually warm, it's going to be later in the week. We've got high pressure in control of our weather for now, but again, a weak disturbance dropping in from the north, bringing some clouds in. That's going to kick up the wind tomorrow. It brings in some clouds during the day tomorrow. We'll start out the day with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Temperatures start out in the upper 30s to low 40s. The winds kick up in the afternoon. Temperatures climb into the 60s. We could see a sprinkle tomorrow night and into early Wednesday, but the majority of the time it's going to be dry, and we'll see a return of sunshine Wednesday afternoon, warming up into the upper 60s. Increasing clouds tonight down to 37. Warm and windy tomorrow, a mix of sunshine and clouds, 69 for the high. The weather warms up. We'll be in the upper 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with mostly sunny skies. A strong cold front arrives Sunday. That will be the game changer. It's going to be much cooler here with highs in the low 50s by Monday.
And you get the urge to go outside, just run around and have a good time. Really important, especially this time of year, to put that sunscreen on, because that sun angle is at just the right level. You're going to get...
It's going to be really strong here later this week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Coming up next, did you get a